It was 1919. World War I wasn't far in the rearview mirror. Race riots were engulfing the nation. And on the south side of Chicago, the White Sox were batting 1,000, favored to win the World Series. So when they lost to the Cincinnati Reds that year, even with shoeless Joe Jackson slugging it out with 12 hits, baseball fans were shocked. It was this play that first alerted baseball insiders that something funny might be going on. The 3-second clip shows the White Sox botching a chance to turn a double play against the Reds. 8 White Sox players were later accused of conspiring with gamblers to throw the World Series, including Shoeless Joe, whose exact role is still disputed. He and the others were banned for life from professional baseball. For decades, Elliot Asanoff's book, 8 Men Out, was viewed as the definitive account of what happened, as was the movie adaptation, which told the story of a miserly team owner, Charles Comiskey, known for spending on everything but his own talented players. The resentful players, the story went, were led by ruthless gamblers to throw the game. But 100 years since the 1919 World Series, a very different story is coming out. Jacob Pomrenke chairs a committee whose sole purpose is researching the Black Sox Scandal. Its findings have been compiled in an online article titled 8 Myths Out and examined in a new podcast, Infamous America. The scene in 8 Men Out when pitcher Eddie Seacott is denied a bonus by the team owner? Completely made up, says Pomrenke. And that's not all. Jeff Kisselhoff, Elliot Asanoff's literary executor and friend, maintains that Asanoff's conclusions about the players' motivations for cheating still hold up. He shared Asanoff's research notes and letters from players from the 1960s, which back up his thesis about poor pay. In an email, Kisselhoff said, "It should be pointed out the bulk of what Elliot wrote more than 50 years ago holds up to a remarkable degree. He should be paid respect for his enduring and pioneering work." For his part, Pomrenke doesn't cast aspersions on Asanoff, who died in 2008. The lasting impact of the Black Sox scandal was that the players' harsh punishment served its purpose. Not since 1919 has there been a major fixing scandal in baseball. But the sport has had other scandals, and Jacob Pomrenke wonders if the times aren't becoming ripe for a repeat of history. Sports gambling has again become big business, with the Supreme Court ruling last year allowing states to legalize it, opening the door to a multi-billion-dollar industry. The filmmaker of Eight Men Out, John Sayles, wrote in an email that he was aware at the time, as was Elliot Asanoff, that most of his information came from participants and observers who had their own agendas. But he pointed out that the new revelations are only somebody else's version, and you have to decide what to believe. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Stephanie Sy.